Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan. A dated video from the time of turmoil in Manipur has shocked the consciousness of the entire nation. A day after this horrific video of two women being paraded naked in Manipur after being publicly raped surfaced on the internet, it drew massive condemnation from across all spectrums. 4, including the main accused, have now been arrested post massive outrage. Houses of 2 of the accused have been burnt down by the locals. But several accused are still at large. Politics, meanwhile, peaks, especially in Parliament. The proceedings of both houses of Parliament adjourned for the second straight day after din and disruption. Opposition parties insisting that Prime Minister make a suo motu statement, followed by a discussion, suspending all business for the day. The centre, on the other hand, accusing the opposition of running away from a debate and misusing Rule 261 argument to disrupt the House while saying it is willing to debate under Rule 176 and 177. The BJP has also questioned the opposition's hypocrisy, asking why the outrage only on Manipur, while there is deafening silence on horrific instances of brutality emerging from Rajasthan and West Bengal as well. Why the different tone for different states, we ask tonight. Don't all of Bharat's betis deserve equal justice? So, India's betis are demanding justice. Politics continues unabated. Day 2 of the Parliament also washed out amidst ruckus, din and disruption all around the issue of Manipur. The opposition making 3 demands on this entire matter. 1. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh should resign. 2nd, suspend all business. Debate only Manipur. Prime Minister's statement on Manipur should be made in the House, and that's where they're trying to invoke Rule 267, where they will insist that the Prime Minister make a statement. But the BJP has made it very clear that they are ready for debate, but it is the opposition who are running away from it. The BJP has also questioned the opposition's hypocrisy. The BJP pointing out recent crimes in non-BJP ruled states. A Gram Sabha candidate alleging that All India Trinamool Congress workers of physically assaulting and molesting her on the 8th of July, the Panchayat polling day in West Bengal. The victim of physical assault alleging that Trinamool Congress goons stripped her naked, paraded and molested her on the Panchayat voting day. A 24-year-old woman allegedly gang raped by 7, including 2 minors in Chhattisgarh's Bastar district. All 7 accused in the case so far have been arrested. 19-year-old Dalit girl allegedly gang raped, murdered, acid thrown at her face after the gang rape. No arrests have been made. This has happened in Rajasthan. All of this raised amid all this political tussle. It's women who are at the receiving end. Have a look at the 4 states: Manipur, West Bengal, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. When it comes to women's safety, murder with rape, gang rape, Manipur score is 0, West Bengal 5, Rajasthan 14, Chhattisgarh 9. Rape, Manipur 26, West Bengal 1123, Rajasthan 6342, Chhattisgarh 1093. Murder, Manipur 6, West Bengal 782, Rajasthan 365, Chhattisgarh 363. Acid attacks, Manipur 0, West Bengal 30, Rajasthan 3, Chhattisgarh 0. This is all based on the NCRB data of 2021. So we are only going with the data that we have in for us to access. Have the scenario changed in 2022 and 2023? Have things gone from bad to worse only in Manipur or across all the states? Should there be different tones for different states? Who's at the wrong? Who's not allowing Parliament to function? 31 bills that have to be passed. Who's not allowing the House to function? Plenty questions. It's a direct face-off between the BJP and the opposition. First up, the story so far.
हमारी माताओं बहनों की रक्षा के लिए कठोर से कठोर कदम उठाएं। घटना चाहे राजस्थान की हो, घटना चाहे छत्तीसगढ़ की हो, घटना चाहे मणिपुर की हो।
Three words were expunged. I'm going to give you 4 words. Yesterday we said the Prime Minister should open his mouth on Manipur. His Prime Minister got expunged. Manipur got expunged. What?
He's expunged.
Sir,
One second.
Sir,
One second.
Sir.
No, one second.
मणिपुर की घटनाओं को लेकर कठोर से कठोर कार्रवाई किए जाने की बात प्रधानमंत्री ने कही और हम चाहते हैं कि मणिपुर की घटना पर संसद में चर्चा हो।
मंगल बाहर नहीं है।
Let's go across to our guest this evening, Shaina NC, spokesperson of the BJP, and Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. Namaste and Jai Hind to the lady and the gentleman. Why is Parliament not functioning, Shaina NC? 2 days of disruption. And why has the government not been able to get the opposition on board with respect to Manipur?
Anand, at the outset, let me please say women of this country, no matter which state they belong to, they could be a part of Manipur, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, or for that matter, even West Bengal. Any kind of atrocity has to rake and shake not just the administration, but accountability to the fullest. And that's why when our Honorable Prime Minister said, "Ke sakti aur shakti ke saath," we are not just contemplating capital punishment for this dastardly act that you saw in Manipur, but do understand that this is not just limited to one state. You have about 1,90,000 cases registered of atrocities in Rajasthan, some of which are so pathetic that you've had in a place like Alwar a woman being raped to death but with her husband being a bystander. You have the incident in Chiru, you have what we saw in West Bengal, where political activists have also been completely at the receiving end. So I think the larger lacuna in the system is obviously about a sociological issue, which is a male perverted mindset which needs to be fought collaboratively and collectively. You ask about Manipur. Let me please say that this incident happened on the 3rd of May. You had 55 columns of army reach immediately the next day. Our Honorable Home Minister not just visited, he ensured that 50,000 people through the Assam Rifles were evacuated. People were given the best kind of medical facility from AIMS that came from Guwahati, doctors from Shillong, and the entire administration was only working to restore law and order and to make sure there is peace and quiet. At the all-party meeting, there was a forum for every political party to express themselves with the Honorable Home Minister, and the Honorable Prime Minister has also said that Parliament is a place for discussion, positive input, and not just to play an orchestrated formula of making sure that Parliament does not function. And yes, this video, unfortunately, the time can be suspect because it was obviously done 2 months too late. Having said that, the fact that it was out in the public domain is an area of contention, and I can only assure you that the Prime Minister leads by example. The dignity he has given the women of India, I'm sure every woman trusts that the action
there is an accusation on the Prime Minister made by the opposition, Shaina NC, that he took more than 80 days to make a comment, offer a comment on this entire issue. There is nobody who's saying or challenging
Anand,
that.
Was the Home Minister not
one minute.
on
Let
ground?
me complete, please. Let me complete.
Was the Home Minister
allow me
not
to complete,
on ground?
please.
Mr.
Allow me to
Amit
complete,
Shahji
please.
was in.
Allow me to complete, please. I'm just saying there is no doubt
Yes,
that the Union Home Minister was in Manipur. All the initiatives that you have taken or that you have said that the government has taken is true. As we speak at this point, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Tehseen? Yeah. As we speak at this point, schools are open back in Manipur. There is a semblance of normalcy. Yes, a lot of the displaced people have not yet been resettled, but yes, there is peace. The highways are open, uneasy, but there is peace. What I am trying to understand is, why is it that the opposition is allowed to portray just Manipur and get away with a narrative which you claim, as the BJP and the government claims, is lopsided because it doesn't highlight the other street. When it comes to Tehseen Poonawalla, where is the comment from the Congress party and the leadership that is questioning Manipur and what's happening in Manipur, but quiet on Bengal, quiet on Chhattisgarh, quiet on Rajasthan? Rajasthan is deafening pin drop silence, sir. 2021 data is shameful, is so lopsided against Manipur. I have data only till 2021 official data.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Namaskar, Anand. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And I'm not here today for politics. And I actually completely agree with you that we should talk about all the states. All the states. No doubt about it. बहुत हुआ नारी पे अत्याचार, अब की बार मोदी सरकार. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ji had said this. And crimes against women have risen across the country. Across the country. So why is it unreasonable for Tehseen Poonawalla, because you took my name, to expect that my Prime Minister, I may be opposed to the BJP, comes to Parliament and answers questions on Kaam Ki Baat, does not do Man Ki Baat? Why is it unreasonable to expect the Prime Minister to answer questions? Why should the Prime Minister not answer questions? After all, my Prime Minister is a very considerate man. He tweeted for a fire in Portugal where 14 people died in a forest. So in my own people, he can speak across the country, including Rajasthan. Second point. Shaina said very rightly about atrocities on women, and yesterday the Honourable Prime Minister addressed us outside Parliament, but he addressed us as a nation. On the same day when the Honourable Prime Minister addressed us, Anand, this is very important. You all were covering it, CNN News 18, your wonderful channel. On that very same day, a rape convict, Ram Rahim, was given parole by the Haryana government. On the very same day, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, a member of parliament who is accused of rape by the Delhi police, was given bail, and the Delhi police did not oppose the bail. On the very same day, the Honourable Prime Minister spoke about women's dignity across the country. Delhi police and Haryana state government to do this. I'm not even getting into Bilkis Bano, where her rapists were felicitated and called sanskari. I'm not even getting to that. The question that is being raised is, of course, West Bengal should be discussed. Of course, Rajasthan should be discussed. Of course, Mamata Banerjee should be pulled up. Of course, Ashok Gehlot ji should also be pulled up. But did Ashok Gehlot ji or Mamata Banerjee come on national TV and say, as what the Honourable Chief Minister of Manipur said? He said, look, we had shut the internet because hundreds of such cases have taken place, women being paraded naked, and we didn't want these videos to come out in public domain. So the internet was shut to prevent India and journalists like you knowing that women were being paraded naked. The Chief Minister said hundreds of women have happened. That's the problem. That is the issue.
The problem is, okay, now first up, the decision by a court cannot be blamed on a government. Also in our country, as per the law,
no,
bail,
Anand,
bail is
just to make it clear.
No, bail is
just to clear you.
Bail is the
Delhi
right.
Police could have opposed it,
no,
and then I would have
one minute.
No,
the
it's
bail,
not the right in a rape case.
The bail, this is
not in a rape case.
No, there is, Braj Bhushan is not charged with rape. Braj Bhushan is not charged with rape. It's
he
assault.
Is charged with rape.
No, it's assault and molestation. There is no.
With sexual
it's not. There is harassment and molestation. There is no rape.
Assault and molestation.
There is no rape. There is. Let's not get into. Let's not get. My point is, the court has decided to give him bail. Don't blame the government for it. One. Secondly, Haryana government also, Ram Rahim parole is a court decision. Don't blame the government necessarily for it. Okay.
No, it's not a court decision.
You have a point. You have a point.
You're absolutely wrong.
You have a point to me. No, please listen to. No, hear me out. No, please hear me out now.
Please allow me.
I heard you. I heard you.
You're wrong.
I heard you.
You're wrong.
Okay, you believe I'm wrong?
You're wrong on facts. So allow me to correct me, and then I'll hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Just allow me to correct you. Then I'll just allow. And with a lot of humility, and I know because you're a man of integrity, and I respect that about you. You're wrong on facts, and you may check this with your team. Parole is a state government decision and not a court decision. Ram Rahim has got his second parole and second furlough. He gets it every time there's an election or his birthday. Then he cuts birthday cakes with a sword. He's a convicted person. Okay. As for the rape case, in a sexual molestation case in the charges put, bail is not a right, yet the Delhi police did not oppose it.
The bail is the right of the bail is the right of the defendant. It is up to the court to decide whether they have to, and based on the sections he's argued for bail and he's got, it's the court's decision. You may hold the
oppose it in the High Court?
You're welcome to hold a grudge against the Delhi police saying they did not challenge it.
Will they oppose it in the High Court? How can I go? What is my locus?
1 minute.
The Delhi police will go.
1 minute. You can
ask them if they'll go.
Now, Tessie, no need to heckle me. 1 second. You can oppose. You can hold a grudge.
I will never heckle.
No. I'm just saying. Let's move on. You can hold a grudge against the Delhi police saying that they didn't oppose it. That's all right. But my question is, sir, for all that is happening in Rajasthan, what is the question? Your top leadership couldn't even touch the chief minister of the state. You couldn't even ask him to stop being the chief minister and take up the job of the president of the party. So and to say to passingly say, oh, Ashok Gehlot ji should be pulled up is a different point. Now, before we move on, listen to what Rajasthan minister and Congress leader Rajendra Singh Gooda has said. Just listen to this.
ये स्वीकार किया जाना चाहिए। सच्चाई है कि हम महिलाओं की सुरक्षा में असफल हो गए और ये राजस्थान में जिस तरीके से अत्याचार बढ़े हैं महिलाओं के ऊपर, मणिपुर के बजाय हमें अपने गिरेबान में झांकना चाहिए।
ये अशोक गहलोत के कैबिनेट के मिनिस्टर राजेंद्र गूढ़ा कह रहे हैं कि मणिपुर के बजाय हमें अपने गिरेबान में झांकना चाहिए. This is something which the Congress leadership has to first own up. Sir, you cannot throw stones at others when you live in glass houses. You remain absolutely quiet about what's happening in your state. You go ahead and sit right next to the lady who's been charged by the courts of her own state of looking the other way and not providing justice and allowing rampant political violence. The courts have pulled Mamata Banerjee up, but the top leadership of the Congress party was sitting right next to her and they said not a single word. So where is that entire plank of ladki hu, lad sakti hu, and is that only for states where the Congress is in opposition and not where it is in government, is a question that remains. Meanwhile, Shaina and see, when it comes to Parliament,
Yes.
if you are ready for a debate,
Yes.
if you are ready for a 2.5 hour discussion on 176 and 177, what is stopping you from having it? How are you allowing an opposition which is hardly got numbers in the House to disrupt the House and get away with it for the first 2 days of Parliament?
Anand, let me please say the Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji not just asked for an all-party meeting, he interacted with every single party on not just Manipur's issue but lots of other issues too. Having said that, this was a repartee both ways. It was a dialogue. We as a party under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi walk the talk. The Prime Minister has said time and again, Parliament is the temple of democracy. Let's debate, let's discuss, let's not derail. The opposition, on the other hand, has tried to politicize this issue. What upsets me as a woman of this country, it doesn't matter whether I belong to Manipur or Maharashtra or Chhattisgarh or West Bengal or Madhya Pradesh. I am a woman that wants dignity and that wants to be protected, and if I am shamed or ostracized on any account, the state government, along with the process of law, has to give befitting answers and befitting replies. What happened in Manipur, the Prime Minister has been so sensitive to the tribals of this country. The Home Minister took the issue head on. Today, I say with pride that out of 4,617 schools, only 96 are not functional. The others have students going there every single day. The students that attend the schools are back to normalcy. You have 3,000 to 4,000 homes which have been given. These are homes which have been given to not just the people of Manipur, but they have been given dignity.
There is another.
They have been given the kind of medical care. They
If that is the case, where is that story out? Why is internet out?
Discuss this. Why are you segregating Manipur and not talking about when a woman is immolated outside the Chief Minister, Mr. Gehlot's house? Why aren't you talking about a woman who's been raped in Alwar and her husband has to just be a silent spectator?
Tessin, please respond.
Why aren't you talking about Chiru? Why aren't you talking about Miss Madarna herself? What are these issues that they have chosen to just cherry pick and only talk about BJP?
Yeah. Because that's the opposition's job. The opposition's job is to question you. The other aspect is law and order is a state subject. So if Biren Singh is being questioned by the Congress, the BJP is also questioning Ashok Gehlot and the BJP is also questioning Bhupesh Baghel. So and the BJP is up at arms against Mamata Banerjee in Bengal. Law and order is a state subject, right?
And look at Mamata Banerjee's West Bengal. They have asked the woman, Anand, that you have to prove it. How does a victim prove it after being molested like this? Locket Chatterjee's emotion today is the emotion of every aggrieved woman, and I hope that the men also realize that this is not a political issue.
So
this is about the larger lacuna
that you can ask the Congress party. That you can ask the Congress party. But with respect to law and order in a state which saw peace for 4 years, suddenly things flaring up and questions being asked of the Chief Minister is par for course by the opposition. But Tehseen Poonawalla.
Welcome.
Yeah, let Tehseen respond. I have another question for Tehseen. Why is the Congress taking sides, or is the Congress party taking sides as to whose issues it will raise vis-a-vis Manipur? Atrocities have been done on both ends, be it the Cookies or the Meiteis. Houses have been burnt on both ends. Is the Congress party raising the issue only with respect to one side of this entire ethnic argument? And why is it doing so then?
No, Anand. On the contrary, if you recollect on your channel and other channels, every single Congress spokesperson and those who sympathize with the Congress people like me, since May itself have been talking and tweeting, and these tweets and these are in public domain, that Manipur is burning. Rahul Gandhi also spoke about it. We were called China.
No, I'm asking you, Tehseen, not just how they worded it on their social media posts.
May I please not be interrupted?
It's just
so
a 5-second intervention, and I'm giving it, and I'm handing it back.
Politically.
It's just a 5-second intervention.
Sure.
It's not about how they worded it on social media. It's about the groups they went and met, both in the national capital and also when the travels were made to Manipur. Who did they meet? Did they meet both the sides?
No.
Or only one particular group? Please be honest about it, and then I'll ask you why.
Both the sides. Everyone has been met. On the contrary, the Congress party was the first to raise this issue that weapons are coming in from Myanmar into Manipur, and China supplying these weapons. And we were told that you guys are lying. We were told action will be taken against us. Now also they're telling us that action will be taken because these videos have come up, including on this show, where China says it's a conspiracy to put these videos out. The fact of the matter is, when these matters were raised of Manipur, the most honorable Home Minister was campaigning in Karnataka for elections. And I was on CNN News 18 when I said, why isn't he there in Manipur? Please, China ji, do not interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you once. The fact of the matter is that when this matter was taken up of Manipur and was raised in the early part of... That's fine, China ji, if you can time your answers when I finish. The fact is that when this matter, when Manipur started flaring up, and every one of us was warning you, every one of us on every platform available to us, you all were defending the Home Minister campaigning in Karnataka. I ask you today, Shaina ji, forget politics. I am saying Ashok Gehlot should be pulled up. Do you have the guts, Shaina ji, to tell that the Delhi police, forget the Home Minister of India, is wrong on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh and should go to the Delhi High Court? Do you have the guts to say that the Haryana government is wrong on Ram Rahim and he should not have been given parole? I have the guts to say that BJP should take it up even tougher with Ashok Gehlot. I also have the guts to say that the Gandhi should pull up Ashok Gehlot, and because they pulled up, today the statement of the Minister of Rajasthan is that we have to look within ourselves. Just Anand, 1 second.
I am running out of time, so that's why
my punchlines are not coming.
No,
none of my punchlines are coming.
I request you to yield. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds and then go ahead.
I don't.
10 seconds and then Shaina. 10 seconds and then
It is. There was a shameful statement made by a Rajasthan Congress. There was a shameful statement made by Rajasthan Congress Minister to women. Priyanka Gandhi pulled him up. He had to apologize. I'm asking Shaina ji today as a woman, say that what the Prime Minister did in West Bengal, Didi was wrong. I'm asking you, just say this one sentence and expose
Okay, now Rajendra Singh Guda has said that let's look within. In Rajasthan, Rajendra Singh Guda has just now said that we should apne
Because Priyanka Gandhi has said it.
Manipur ki baat na kare. So then tomorrow, will the government or will the Congress insist on under Rule 267 a debate on Rajasthan? That I would like to see.
Anand.
But Shaina NC, please.
BJP should bring it up.
Shaina NC, please come.
Yeah.
No. Take the high moral stand. Take the right stand for a change before you turn around and point fingers at anybody else. That's my thing. Okay. Let Shaina NC respond. 30 seconds.
Anand, a wrong is a wrong is a wrong. We're not in any kind of competition. This is a Prime Minister that has the guts to say law will take its course. Whether it is Brij Bhushan or whether it is any other leader like Mr. Gehlot, that should be the same kind of rule of law. But having said that, I don't agree with Priyanka Gandhi going to Madhya Pradesh and using Manipur as a political gimmick to just garner the eyeballs. Do understand this is about women across the country. You selectively miss out West Bengal. You selectively choose not to talk about Rajasthan where the cases are the maximum.
You have the right to question the Congress party, but don't think in India if there is rule of law, the Prime Minister needs guts to say law and order will take it, law will take its own course. That's par for course. That's how it should be in a democracy. That is Bharat, ma'am, with due respect. But thank you very much, Shaina NC and